Welcome back to part 2 of the MoAre4 Grand Finals, and it seems like the arena got its with Edie because in the last two games, game 2 and 3, Janik was allowed to choose the civilizations, but now it's actually random, and look at this. Eddie's Japanese against Janik Saracens. That's exactly what Edie picked in the semi-finals against Stark, and we know how this ended. Eddie, of course, the better monk player here with a lot of experience. He had 4 deer inside. He's upping really fast. Look at this, 1406. Getting a house now is on 25 population. That's more or less the fastest you can go to Castle Age. With non-Aztecs, I guess, or with non-Mongols, depends on what you want to do. And Eddie should have an advantage here. He's got a main stone and a second stone forward, but both inside. Third gold outside. He's got a main gold and a second gold safe in the back, so he's got a pretty awesome map actually. One relic inside his walls, there it is. And the other relics are a little bit away, but he's sending 2 villages forward already. Forward more or less. Janik is not so far away, and Janik's map really not that nice if you have a look at it. We have the main gold on the side here. Eddie's scout was inside before, and I guess he got out here. Janik was able to lure 2 deer in, I guess. I think it was 3 in total. Main stone for him forward, second stone forward outside at the same position, so could be low on stone if you wanted to get a castle up Saracens or get gold from that. Maybe he has a hard time, doesn't really need a castle, that's the good point here. He's got stables up and he's going for scouts right now. Eddie found out about that, and he needs to go back 5 HP against 1 HP and that full HP scout. Second gold from inside but forward, third gold forward outside. He's got 2 relics close to his base, the other 2 relics are in the middle, and Eddie of course starting to get monastery number 3, no sanctuary yet, but it's coming in right now. Villagers finishing those walls, so they don't need any longer. And now Eddie's gonna move forward, and I'm assuming he's gonna go with a siege workshop next. Or barracks actually makes a lot of sense, let's be honest. He's gonna face scouts, so why not go for his few spearmen? Eddie resources looking good. He's got a lot of food in the bank actually. I guess those 40 really helped him a lot. And does he have extra berries? No, that's the one berries he has. I don't think he has. Can't see it. No, extra berries close to Janik's base actually. And now Eddie, is he gonna try and get the relics in, or is he going really aggressive? He does not see the relics that are in the neutral zone here. He knows about the one relic inside his walls, and you can see one relic that Janik is about to pick. Janik did the light cav, and the light cav are moving in now to be able to pick up all except for 2 monks. No, 1 monk left. And that was only 1 conversion and 2 light cav going down. Actually not a bad trade here for Janik, but Eddie is sending more monks. He's got that siege workshop up. He's going with a few spearmen now, housed on 45 actually, and more monks on the way. Let's see, maybe redemption next, it's a possibility. Apparently Janik is not going for any monks except for the ones you need to get up those, pick up those relics. He's going with the TC on the wood line now. I like this TC spot. Problem is he's not gonna have a secure gold forever, and Janik knows about the relics, but Eddie knows about Janik's map, and that's a huge and very important fact for Eddie. He has got that knowledge about the main gold, about the second and third gold, so he knows Janik is gonna be struggling for gold sooner or later, and Eddie can also assume, he can see that Janik doesn't have a back base, and that means Eddie going aggressive makes even more sense than it does sometimes when he has a map that he could boom at or something like that. Eddie now scouting for the relics. He can see this relic. Can he see it getting picked up? He's of course concentrating on the forward, saying, what the fuck, what happened? I love monks, they love me. Did he get another light cav really quick here? Maybe, that's possible. And I love monks, they love me. Yeah, Eddie is bringing some nice conversation here. And he's going forward now with 2 rams actually. He's opened these walls. He's going in to attack these barracks first, probably going for the stable next. I'm sure, did he go for redemption? The light cav now moving in, 3 of them, and a mangonel from the other side, from the town center to take down one of the relics, but the barracks went down. One light cav again got converted, or are they going to die? 1, 2 monks down. The light cav from Eddie now attacking this mangonel, but it's getting repaired, so Eddie needs to drop back a little bit. He doesn't have enough gold for redemption if he doesn't have it yet, and I guess he doesn't, because otherwise he would be starting to convert this ram and this mangonel, sorry. And I think he is gonna click redemption very soon, building a house because villagers should be working. Another conversion for the light cav, strong by Eddie. He's got 3 of those and redemption on the way. Janik is a little bit in trouble in my opinion. He's of course villager advantage, but only 8 is really not a lot. And he's got the food for more light cav. He's got 4 of those inside these stables. I think Eddie is doing the right thing. He needs to get rid of that stable. And he is going to convert the mangonel. No, not yet. Redemption is done. Monks are healing. This ram is going down, actually. And is that a conversion for Janik? Can he get one of the light calves? Yes, one light cav reconverted now. Janik is moving in all the light cav here to try and take down more monks. Actually, Eddie losing pretty much all of them. Very strong. Janik now attacking the spearman. This is not a good idea. You should go back, but he's going for more monks even. And Eddie lost quite a lot here. Janik with a good defense. He's right now in the score lead. Population-wise, they're pretty neck and neck. Problem is, Eddie is sending more spearmen now. He's going to be light cav. He's probably sending more monks as well. And he is again on the big military lead. He's even going with the monastery inside, and this stable is about to get converted, so Janik cannot produce any more light cav from this one. He's got one more here in the back, and he's switching to get, I guess, crossbows. Janik got a little bit of gold in the bank, so can afford a crossbowman, makes sense. Also should go for more mangonels maybe, but no, Eddie got redemption, probably not a good idea. Stable being converted by Eddie. Eddie can now add some knights if he wants to, and I'm assuming he may add them at a time that he needs them. So we have now villagers even moving in. What is Janik about to do here? Is going with the house. No castle coming in, doesn't have the stone for a castle. Couldn't afford it. 27 minutes into the game. Light cav even now taking down villagers. They don't have loom. This is dangerous here for Janik. The stable about to go down because the TC is hitting it, but not any longer. 2 mangonels still in for Eddie, and he again got a lot of monks. Janik doesn't have monks to counter this, and this archer range is about to get converted. 2 archers in, but Janik is housed on 60, and that's a terrible time to be housed. Those archers may be able to take down the monk. No, not happening. Is Eddie starting the conversion again? Quick instant conversion, almost, I guess. Nice conversion from that mangonel, and also Siege Workshop was converted. Janik is in trouble, and he's calling GG here. Eddie taking game number 4, and I fear he's gonna win game number 5 as well, because Saracens for Eddie, I think he's even better at Saracens than a Japanese. Let's go there right now. Game 5, Janik now has Japanese, both players upping on 26 villagers, but Janik lost the scout. Eddie on 27 population. Janik got a main gold safe in the back and a main stone safe in the back. This is good for him. He's also got a second gold safe inside, far in the back, and he's got 2 relics. Number 1 here and number 2 inside his map. Really awesome inside his arena. Only the second stone and the third gold are outside, and even on the far side, more or less the far side. He had 4 deer, 2 of which he lured in and built a house there. The question is, can he monk defenses? Can he go with the castle? Maybe something like that. Not sure what he's planning to do here. He's got a lot of villagers on gold, so maybe it's going to be monks for Janik this time. I think it's a good idea. Eddie, also 26 villagers. There's 3 villagers on stone, probably to sell stone and get some gold out of that, or maybe a castle later on. Main gold and main stone for him, safe in the back. This is awesome as well. Extra gold inside his base. The second gold outside, third gold outside, 4 on the other side, second stone outside. But Eddie with the main gold in the back and the main stone in the back with Saracens shouldn't have a problem to get some golden, and also he's been selling stone already. We can see that the stone count is dropping. He's not going for any extra TCs. Instead, we do see those 2 villages again being forward with 3 monasteries coming up. Atonement on the way immediately. Oh no, Eddie could see the monasteries probably. That's why he's going for atonement. Makes a lot of sense. And let's see how Janik is going to play this. Got double, triple monastery. The relics coming in. Does he done atonement? I don't think so. And Eddie's starting to convert immediately. Wow, that was quick. Starting to convert the villager, switching to the monk, and Eddie got 1 monk inside Janik's base. This is huge. He is starting to convert again, and the next monk going down. Janik is in trouble already. This is big. This is terrible for Janik. Look at this. And now this gate wasn't finished, so a scout can even start to attack it, and a siege workshop with a ram coming up, or maybe Mangonel will be able to get this fast. Conversion war. Now this time Janik was able to convert one of Eddie's monks, and Janik will try to convert the other monk, Eddie, just in case is suiciding it. Now Janik got 2 relics, and he's going for more monks right now. Now he got that conversion back. That was good for him. Now he needs to pay attention, because Eddie is going to go with more and more and more. Janik has a lot of gold. I think he should go for monastery number 4 maybe even, and he needs to do more monks or maybe get redemption in. Yes, good idea. He's still creating monks, and he's going with sanctity and redemption right now. Eddie, in the meantime, doesn't have sanctity. He's going with sanctity right now, and he's going with more monks. He has a mangonel inside that siege workshop and a ram coming up to probably attack this gate. I think that would be a good idea. Conversion war starting probably. Let me go to like 60, 65 speed. Let's go 65 and see who can get the better conversions in. Janik moving forward and not moving forward. Oh, this is difficult. Eddie also got 2 relics, which is good for him. He's got 1 relic close to space. The other 2 were in the open field, I think. And we're close to Janik's base even. Janik got 1 conversion going, got 2 conversions going. This is looking good, and he's suiciding the monks immediately. Nice idea. I think that's the better. 1 sec. Yeah, not for us. That's good for us. Monastery number 4 coming in, that Mangonel is still in, but now there is that ram attacking the monasteries, and Janik needs to invest more wood into more monasteries. Edie can go for another siege unit if he wants to. And the mangonel being converted by Janik. Good job, but Edie should be able to convert it back. Taking down one monk almost. Can he get the mangonel? One monk not going down. The ram is still there, and that scout may be converted back and forth. This mangonel still not getting converted. One monk finally dying. And Edie with more military units, but not that much more. Edie was able to convert one monk, I guess. Janik was able to convert 1, 2 here. Edie trying to convert more. This is a conversion war here now. We're gonna see red and blue. We're gonna see a lot of Wololo. And Edie apparently is getting the better conversions in. The scout is taking down monks. Janik is not able to convert the scout. Now he's sending villagers. Not sure what those villagers are going to do here. Maybe they should attack. The ram is moving forward now. And Edie with 3, 5 more military units. Now Janik finally starting to convert back. Monastery almost down, the relic is dropping out, and Edie is sending more monks. Janik is producing monks, but Edie is doing the same thing. This could end in a few minutes or seconds. Watchtower coming up. I like this idea. Can get converted, but a watchtower will help Janik. Maybe he should have gone for the watchtowers early on. And now villagers even repairing that monastery. Who is looking better here? Looks like Janik has a few more monks now. Eddie got that ram in, but both players are still trying to convert as many units as they can. This is really crazy here. This is a classic monk war on arena, something that sometimes is not enjoyable. But in this case, Janik could actually win this now with the help of the... Oh, what happened? Why has Eddie so many military units suddenly? What is he doing? He's got so many more monks at this point. I'm not sure how that happened. Janik trying to wall this, but the monks are still standing around. This is not good for Janik. Suddenly Eddie has way more conversions going for himself. Can Janik get that gate up? Now he's finally starting to build this gate, and he's buying himself a little bit of time. Of course, nobody's going for any extra TCs here. It's the monk war, and I'm casting, I think, slower than the players are playing. I'm not sure about it. Castle, wow, this is huge. Castle coming up from Eddie. Look at this gold count. This is crazy. Both on 43 villagers, but Eddie has so much gold, has so much stone. He's able to build a castle here, and Janik is a lot lower on resources. Not sure how Eddie did that, but he probably had the better economy somehow. Janik, of course, taking a lot of gold here as well. He's still producing monks, but so is Eddie. Janik not producing from all the monasteries. Eddie is not producing from any monastery right now. Instead, he's clicked up to Imperial Age, and this is going to be really dangerous for Janik right now, because he actually needs to move out, but Eddie still with more military units on the field. He's got so many monks here, and that castle is definitely going up. Janik cannot see... Can he see this castle? I'm not sure. Maybe he saw it, but he won't be able to stop it. And I think I can go on 75 speed right now. Wait for Eddie to reach Imperial Age and see what Janik is going to do about it. I don't think he has a lot of ideas. He is going out of the mining camp to take the second gold. This is a good idea because the main gold soon to be finished, and he's also taking stone. He had to take stone for the watchtowers. The problem is, can Eddie was able to convert another monk, and Eddie probably can see the mining camp now. I think he can see the mining camp. He can see the tower coming up. Janik is moving out, but Eddie is counter moving already. Maybe Eddie should stay underneath the castle, wait for his Imperial Age upgrades, and then I think as soon as Eddie hits Imperial Age, this game could be over within minutes, sadly, but Eddie is the better monk player, obviously. Janik has trouble to get these monks going, and Eddie has so much experience with that. He knows how his economy needs to work for a fast Imperial Age to happen as well. And we have Imperial Age for Eddie right now. He's got a bit of gold in to get block printing and illumination. And Eddie also selling wood and food and stone to get more gold in. Trebuchet on the way to probably get rid of the monasteries and the watchtowers. And Theocracy even coming in. Now Eddie with the 12 range monks incoming. He's gonna start and convert very soon. Can you see the monks from Janik? No, cannot see them right now. Janik is sending the monks around, but Eddie is probably going towards the villages, maybe starting with Trebuchet to hit. I think now a few villages may get converted here, but now Eddie is moving out. 12 range monks, he's gonna try and catch Janik's monks off guard, or maybe in the offside. There's extra gold here on the map actually, but I don't think it's really important. And Eddie can see the monks right now. Conversion starting, see the military units, military count 39 right now, but Janik is losing monks, 1, 2, 3 going on immediately. I think Eddie should suicide those. And the conversion war starting again. Let me go to 60 speed, see what's happening, remove units by. We can remove it, Focus 4 gone, but Eddie is getting more units. What is, yeah, there are a few rams and monks actually for Janik, a lot of them, but Eddie should be able to convert more units of Janik here, because Eddie got all the important upgrades, and Janik is still trying to, but it looks like there is more red units than blue units. Now Janik is moving for the rams, good idea. Can Eddie actually stop this push? Not sure. He's gonna lose the trebuchets probably, but Janik also lost 2 watchtowers. 2 watchtowers and 2 monasteries at least. And here all of Janik's monks are going down. He doesn't have a lot of them left. I think Edie converted like 50% of them already. The Rams now moving in. The villagers need to fight here. This trebuchet is probably going down, and still players are converting as much as they can. This is just crazy here. Edie converting so much that his population blocked at 95. He's going for his extra gold in the base, and he's still trying to convert as many units as he can. I think Janik will need a lot of luck here to be able to convert more than Edie, and Edie just has those upgrades. This is huge. Eddie's sending the trebuchets back, and he's starting to convert Janik's monk in the front as well. He'll be going 75 speed again. The castle might go down because this villager is not attacking Rams, and there's 3 of them. Is Eddie getting mangonel? He's trying to, but he's getting more and more monks here, so he can actually not convert. I think he should send monks to convert the Rams. Now the Rams are starting to attack the trebuchet. The trap went down, but Janik is losing the rest of the monks here. Look at Eddie's military count: 59, 60 military units against not even 20. And while Janik is trying to get a castle up here, I don't think he's going to be to succeed. He is probably... Oh, Eddie doesn't have redemption. I didn't see that in Janik calling GG. He's not going to be able to do it because Eddie converted the rest of the monks here, and he's just so far ahead. What an interesting game if you like Monk Wars. Maybe a boring game if you don't like them. And now I think it's free choice except for the civilizations that were already played. So hidden civs, and I'm pretty sure Eddie is gonna pick a monk civ again, something like Byzantines or no, Spanish was there, Byzantines maybe, or something strong like Turks. Mayans is possible. Let's see. And a way more important fact, this might actually be the last game of the MoAre4 tournament, because this is a match game for Edie. He only needs 1 more win to win the tournament, and it's a MoAre3 classic. We have Mayans for Edie and Turks for Janik. Edie got a pretty strong map. He's got deer inside. Let's go for Janik's map first. He's luring in the last year. He had 2 boars outside, actually. That's why he needed to re-wall with a palisade here. Main gold for him forward, and the second gold as well as the third gold forward outside. That's an extra stone, I think, on the map. Janik only got the stones, main stone and second stone safe in the back, so the gold is actually a little bit endangered, and I think Janik is going with the castle in front of that main gold to protect it as long as he can. Usually Mayans is considered the favorite here, I think, but we have seen Turks win Mayans in MoAre3, so anything is possible. Eddie got a main gold forward, the main stone forward is on the side. He's got an extra gold relatively close to his map. There's 1, 2, 3 relics on that screen. On the top side, even 4 relics actually in total, and 1 relic closer to Eddie on the bottom. Extra berries doesn't really matter. Extra gold here on the map. Extra stone, we've seen that. Eddie but also got the second stone safe in the back and the second gold safe in the back, so only his third gold is outside, somewhat forwardish, but close to the walls. And Eddie probably on stone as well. Where's Eddie's main stone? There we go. Actually, he's considering walling this. Interesting to see. Probably a good idea, actually. Maybe he was expecting a castle drop, something like that, but I don't think Janik is going for the castle drop here. Eddie's 3 villagers on gold, 5 villagers on stone. Should be enough to get that castle up immediately. And he's got a very decent map. He could easily wall here if he needs to go defensive and still have a stone and gold safe in the back. Let's see for Janik. Janik advancing a little bit later, but not a big difference. 610 stone in the bank. Needs a little bit more. He's got 6 villagers in stone, actually. And now that castle will come up in front of the main gold as expected. As for Eddie, is he going in front of the main gold as well? Yes, there we go. And we're going to see a castle age fight, probably between Turks and Mayans. Doesn't look like anybody's going with a fast imp. No, we're going to see a few farms already. 9 farms for Janik makes sense. This farm should have gone closer to the mill, because I think this villager is gonna drop the food off to the mill without going to the TC automatically. That's what word I was looking for. First Chinese is coming up, monastery coming up in front of the castle, and another house for Janik. It is on 55 population space. That's alright. Eddie with 60, plumed archers on the way, monasteries up on the side. And Eddie's actually getting the first relic in. That one was close to his base. Janik can probably see all the relics. Eddie can see 2 more. Janik can see all 4 relics on the top. And he's going with the Janissaries out to take down the Eagle Warrior. Good job for Janik. Now that will secure him a little bit of map control at least. Eddie is going back for now with the plumed archers getting fletching in. Of course he needs the fletching upgrade, maybe even a boatkin arrow. He's still in stone with 4 villagers, and he's sending a monk to try and get another relic in. Can Eddie see the top relic? No, he's gonna go for this one, but he can't see the light calf and probably needs to move back. 1, 2 hits, the monk will go down. Good job here from Janik. He's going into the range of the castle, but the light calf not really getting hit. Good job. Janik is getting a little bit of map control. He's getting relics in. He's going with the Janissaries. Looking good for him right now. Edie has only one relic at this point, but there is 9, 10 plumed archers, and he's gonna go out with Boatkin Arrow coming in. Very important upgrade. No extra TCs as of now. No extra TC coming in from Edie actually on the wood line. And where are the plumed archers going? Going to the top side. Janik should be able to get relic number 3 in. Edie could see the monk relic disappear, I think. And now the plumed archers, they are fast. And Janik is sending the monk forward. Not a good idea. Janik is losing all this Janissaries. Not a good fighting position. Edie had the numbers. This is not looking good for Janik suddenly. And Edie, like that, is taking full map control, and Janik only with 4 military runs against 12 from Edie, so he's got at least the 8 plumed archers, plus a few more in the castle. That's actually plus 5. Edie apparently doesn't have a monk right now. He should go for another monk. He is doing that, and he is also trying to find a few villagers maybe. Does Edie know about the castle forward? I think he's seen that, so he should move around a little bit, and he's gonna catch another Janissary. Good job for Edie. Janik is not paying too much attention. More plumed archers on the field, but the Janissaries should be good. All the other plumed archers are moving from behind, one getting converted, and a few of Eddie's plumed archers dying, but there is not enough Janissaries to be able to fight this, and Edie should be able to get rid of all 4 Janissaries here. The monk waiting for his chance to pick up a relic, and there we go, -2, -1, and the plumed archers are controlling the map. The Janissaries are gone. Janik lost too many of these Janissaries, sending small groups only, and Edie suddenly with a big advantage, because he can get the rest of the relics. He can see, ooh, he missed that one by a tile or 2 maybe, not good for him, 2 tiles, but he should be able to get 3 relics in total, and he's doing wheelbarrow right now. Villager numbers a little bit better for Janik, but it's not a big difference, and Edie can still take fights here as long as Janik doesn't have the numbers, and 6 Janissaries is not enough, but Eddie's going back at this point. I think he's going to protect this relic and get it in later on. Also, Edie got a 3rd TC on the main goal, so 1, 2, 3 TCs in total. Not so many farms yet, but I guess Eddie's gonna go for more. And Janik, let's see, 2nd TC is up on the wood line, going for the 2nd stone right now, but he's only got 2 TCs. He's going for a siege workshop, very good idea. You need mangonels actually to be able to fight the plumed archers. And barracks coming up as well, probably to get some light cav in maybe, or knights even, it's possibly. There's the mangonel on the open field, and Janik with a few, like 8 Janissaries now, and the mangonel is looking good. Wheelbarrow coming in from him as well as scale barding armor. What's the plan here? I'm assuming light cav. I don't think he wants to invest into knights right now. Janik got almost enough stone for another castle, and he is going to build that stable now. Barracks is up. Edie at the same time going ballistic, so he's got a university, and Edie, I think, is gonna get his 2nd castle very soon, and then maybe think about Imperial Age. And I'm assuming elite plumed archers is what Edie is preparing to do later on. For now, he's staying at home. He's gonna go out soon with the plumed archers again. He's got a big group, and there's a good fight happening. Can Janik get a shot in? No, nice split. Moving forward, those plumed archers are just so fast. Bloodlines even on the way from Janik. Looks like Janik is gonna invest into a lot of Castle Age army. Not sure if that's a good idea. Maybe he should have considered Imperial Age and bombard cannons. Like this, he's going with knights actually. +2 defense knights, bloodlines is done, 3 stables up, and Edie has clicked up to Imperial Age. So now Janik is preparing the Castle Age army while Edie is clicked up to Imperial Age, and with the maybe elite plumed archers, but bracer on plumed archers is really strong as well, and Edie has done this a lot of times. Castle and TC coming up to protect the 3rd gold and that 2nd stone actually. Not a bad castle position. The problem is Edie is gonna go with trebuchets later on, and then he should be able to get rid of these castles. Now there is the plumed archers taking down knights. 2 conversions probably, that's 1. No, only 1 conversion for now. 2 conversions, and Eddie is moving back with the plumed archers, moving away from the mangonels, but the knights will be able to take down mangonels if they're getting close. No, Janik is paying attention. Nice shots, and the Janissaries should be able to protect these mangonels for now. But Eddie is trying to go for that, because why not? Janik doesn't have monks on the field. The castle now is up, but Eddie is up to Imperial Age. Janik is close to clicking up. Eddie is investing. Bracer, chemistry, is still producing plumed archers, going with siege workshops and battering rams actually. He will do the cap ram upgrade really soon, I think. And he's gonna go and invest into plumed archers. +2 defense is actually done. So Eddie with a good score lead and with a huge advantage in my opinion, because being able to go plumed archers with 7 range and trebuchets as well, this should help Eddie a lot. Now he's going with more rams for now, waiting for that food to come in to get the captain upgrade. He's also taking the 2nd stone in the back. Makes sense, because the main stone about to get finished. Main gold, still a lot left actually. Plumed archers are cheap as we know. Forging and Imperial Age coming in from Janik now. Eddie's not going for trebuchets at this point. He wants to go for the ram push apparently. I think I would have gone for a trap maybe and tried to trap down his castle. Janik has only 1/3 of the military units of Edie. This is huge. Plumed archers are so cheap. Janik is still investing into knights apparently while he's clicked up, and I'm not really sure if the knights are a very good idea. Maybe to get rid of trebuchet, something like that, but Eddie is not going that way, maybe because the knights are up that Eddie is deciding to go rams. The plumed archers are moving forward and they will be able to one-shot those knights really fast, because 5+4 attack, Eddie has done all the attack upgrades, and now the cat rams moving in, the outpost will go first. Now there are still the mangonels left and Eddie needs to deal with, and I think the mangonels could get rid of the cat rams, but Eddie is moving in completely with all the plumed archers close to the castle. He needs to move away right now, but he's gonna kill so many knights here, dodging the shot with the plumed archers and those mangonels, and the mangonels will start to take down the rams. There's the knights coming back on the left hand side. Oh, actually a good fighting position for Janik. Could be able to get rid of a lot of plumed archers, but there's still 3 cat rams left, and the plumed archers are still standing around doing a lot of damage. Janik is trying to repair this castle, lead plumed archers away from Edie. Very important upgrade, plate barding armor coming in, but no cavalier upgrade yet for Janik, and this castle is still getting repaired. There's still a few plumed archers, but Janik has those janissaries that take down the rams. I think Janik will be able to hold on to this castle. Dropping the knights into the castle is a good idea because there's the monk, but now Edie is going with the trebuchet, and that may be the death for the castle here. May get destroyed really fast now. Plumed archers should move away. They're not taking a few more knights, I guess. And Edie lost quite a huge amount of military units here. That was not a good engagement for Edie because he's not able to take down this castle. But now he is with the trebuchets, and Janik doing cavalier here. Janik taking the knights to get the trebuchet down. Not happening because the castle is helping. There's a few plumed archers around. So Janik for now holding on to this castle, but Edie is still attacking it. Janik has to invest a lot of stone. And I think he should go maybe with hussars and try to go with more janissaries, bombard cannons. But there is only one siege workshop. Janik can afford bombard cannons right now, but is still concentrating on this castle. And Edie is still in control of this game. Janik gone out to take his 3rd gold. Eddie spreading his economy now with the castle to protect this extra gold here. And he's doing ring archer armor to get more upgrades on those elite plumed archers. I think they are almost fully upgraded, maybe except for the thumb ring upgrade. Eddie does not have an archery range. Castle went down, and Eddie is moving forward with the rams and the plumed archers. This TC will go down next. Janik has 14 military units only, and Eddie looks to be in a very promising position to actually win the MoAre4 tournament in this game number 6 with a free choice, or almost free choice of civilizations. Attacking the siege workshop first is a very good idea. The janissaries are going back even. The siege workshop will go down. Captain done for Janik as far as I could see, but I don't think it's a good idea. Cavalier 1 got converted. This trebuchet may go down actually, but by the cost of like 3-4 cavalier, I guess. More cavalier moving in. Let me slow down a little, go to like 68 to 70 speed maybe. I think 70 is quite nice. Double siege workshop coming up forward, but Eddie got the military units. Look at this, 53 military units for Eddie against 8 from Janik. He doesn't have the big advantages, which is the bombard cannons. Cannot get bombard cannons out. Eddie with a lot of gold in the bank, and Janik is really low on gold here. He is finishing the main gold, and he's calling GG. Eddie winning the MoAre4 tournament. Congratulations, man. Strong play by Janik through the tournament, but in the end, Eddie with the monks and now with the Mayans winning this 5-1. I guess not the best grand final you have ever seen, but a very interesting tournament, and I hope you enjoyed all the games I've been casting. I hope you've enjoyed my casting in general, and of course I'm going to bring MoAre4 5 games. See ya there, see ya in the next games. GG.